Hey everybody, it's Erin Reed, and as you can tell, I have glitter out. What? That is so crazy. Okay, so what I have done is I am going to take two of the Dollar Tree ornament balls, and yeah, you can get two balls for $1. Pop the top off, super simple. These are plastic, which means the kids can do it too, which I absolutely love. A lot of videos out there they show, or a lot of projects to show how to glitter inside of a ball, and look how pretty this is. Look how gorgeous and glittery and beautiful this is. I love it. I already have one ball over here that I am trying to pull some of the glue out of which at the bottom of the jar there's a little bit of glue. You can reuse that glue. So if you're going to make a bunch of these, don't just throw the glue away at the bottom. I'm just doing it because you want to get a good coat inside the ball. Today we're going to be using Super Tight. This is the Dual Tap Max glue pen. It is a thinner glue than some of the other glues out there, but it is clear, so it will not dull your glitter. And I'm going to put a very generous amount of glue into the bottom of my plastic ball. Now, one thing that's cool about this glue is it is kid safe, so you can have the kids do this and they can get it on their hands. It is not a big deal. It is cancer free, meaning you're not going to have any fun chemicals in there that are going to cause cancer. It is odor free. It is great stuff. And there's a coupon code below and also some other fun links to all the supplies that you're going to be getting here. So make sure you check that out. So a lot of the stuff comes from the Dollar Tree. It's amazing. So I'm actually going to steal a little bit of the glue from the first ball, pour it into here. I mean, why waste the glue? And these jars are just like Old Spice jars. I really don't have a use for, but I can go in and wash them out before the glue hardens. A little bit of soap and water, get it in there, and then I don't lose my jars. So as you can see, this guy is just kind of sitting off to the side here, letting all the glue, and I'm just going to keep on rolling this glue around, making sure I don't have any areas that there's not glue on. But I'm going to speed that up, and then I'm going to show you how to add the glitter. All right, so now that I have this all coated, I don't see any holes. There are some bubbles, but don't worry. This one had bubbles too, and you can't tell once the glitter gets on there. It's all good. Take it and flip it upside down on top of something that can drain. You can use a plastic cup. I originally was going to use the styrofoam cups, but just to kind of show you, it does fit, but I had a hard time getting it out, and I liked it just kind of resting on top. This one has been sitting, and as you can tell, a lot of the glue, it's still got bubbles, but a lot of the glue is out of there. What I did is I took a little bit of purple glitter and a little bit of silver glitter, and I mixed it up inside of this jar because I wanted to have a fun mixture. Plus, here's the other thing. I didn't have a whole lot of purple or silver, but if I mixed them together, I got a lot more glitter. And you really want to put in a lot of glitter in these things because you don't want to shortchange yourself. I know it has a little bit of pink in there already, but I'm not too worried. So I'm going to dump in half, well, a little more than half now that I did it, half of my jar into there. Rest my, and I think a funnel is the best way to do this. Cover up your finger and then start shaking. Shake, shake it, shake it, shake it. And it is going to get all beautiful and coated. Really make sure you coat it. Now, why do I have the little styrofoam cups? Because I'm going to pour out whatever glitter happens to be there. Dump out anything that has to be there. And I'm going to do a second time. I just want to really make sure. So I'm going to put my funnel in there again. Or actually, I'm going to really make sure. I'm going to get loose any possible glitter that is on there. Look how pretty that looks already. So glad that my husband's not here because he would hate this craft. He's at work. All right, dump that in. And this is what the styrofoam cups are for. So that way I'm not, in case there's any glue on this glitter, I'm not putting it back inside the jar and then my glitter gets all hard because it had glue on it. So I can wash all these other things. I can throw the styrofoam cups away, or you can use paper cups or whatever you want to use. But I don't know about the glitter that's in here if it has glue stuck to it. I had some clumps like down here. This is coming out as more like a paste, and I don't want to waste that. All right, so this is getting all beautifully coated. Dump it in here. Now, if you're going to make more glitter balls, for instance, you were going to do more of the purpley color, you could totally use the rest of this glitter for that glitter ball, for that secondary glitter ball. Look how pretty. Okay, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to put that back over one of my jars just to make sure that nothing else is in there. For my last one, it is pretty much done. It doesn't take long for the glue to kind of bubble out of it. The last one we're going to do is this beautiful kind of greeny turquoise color. Again, you can mix it with silver or with gold if you want to have an alternate color going on there. And you can get all this stuff online. Like I said, the links are down below. It's going to have a tiny hint of some other colors in there. I'm going to put about half of this in here. You can get glitter. You can get all these beautiful supplies at the Dollar Tree with the links that are down below. So that's super fun. And it's just something pretty. Oh, look how gorgeous that looks. I love it already. It's one of my favorite colors. You could totally leave your Christmas balls just like this, but you know me, we got to have some fun. We got to make these all pretty cool. So I got another cup, so I'm not contaminating my glitter again. Pour in here. Oh, so this is coming out more clumpy. I probably did not let this ball sit as long, getting some of the main glitter out. Let me see, is it running? No, it's doing pretty good. But I'm going to do a second coat. I really want to get this loose. All the pieces I'm using, like all the little paper cups and stuff, I will end up throwing away, but the glass I'm going to reuse. All right, so yeah, see, I've got some clumpier bits in there. That's okay. So that's like a really big clump. I would not want to put that back in there. Might add a tiny little bit more just to make sure. Just a little tiny bit more of the glitter. I did put a paper towel down, but my mat is definitely full of glitter. So I'm going to be wiping this down. The cool thing about this craft is once you're done with adding the glitter to the balls, you put the cap on the balls and the glitter is done. So the kids can help you with this. You can do this outside. That is what's great. I mean, this is such a total like mom craft too, because you get all kinds of pretty glittery. These make great gifts. So pretty. There we go. Yes, this is coming out a lot clumpier. There's a lot more stuff in this one. There we go. And I'm just going to rest that on top of there. All right, so I cleaned everything up finally. And look at these most adorable little balls. They're so cute. So here's my purple one, which is going to be my kitty. And then we have the pink one, which is our unicorn. It's kind of like a pinky red. It's kind of different. I might flip-flop those. I don't know. I might make this might be the kitty and this might be the unicorn. We'll have to see. And then this is going to be our narwhal. It is so adorable. So you could mass produce all of these if you want to. The next step though, because I want this to start drying, is I picked this up at the Dollar Tree. This is air dry clay made for kids. I thought it would be perfect for this. And it's got the colors in here that will work for both our unicorn and our narwhal. So I think I'm going to make my unicorn the purple one because the pink that I am using is not the same kind of pink. I think it's going to clash. So since I don't have the right kind of pink, we're going to go with the purple clay. And then we have the narwhal, which is going to have a very blue vibe. Okay, but we can also blend clays to get the clay color we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a little piece of dark purple. And this is how you're going to get two fun colors. I'm also going to take a little bit of the white and I'm going to blend this and get a brand new color of purple, a lighter color purple. I have a crafting mat that I use specifically for clay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that out. And now that I've got here, you can see my two beautiful colors. I'm going to lay it up against and look how gorgeous. It's got all those beautiful purple colors. I'm going to go ahead and roll this out. This one's a heck of a lot easier. This is a modeling clay, but it will air dry. If you want to get a different kind of clay, the one that you bake, you're more than welcome to do so. So I'm going to roll that one out to be about the same. This one I got to do the same as well. I'm going to roll out the darker purple now to match the sameness and thickness. I'm going to end up rolling out way more than I need because there's a lot of clay in here. So I don't need anywhere near this much for my little unicorn horn that we're going to add to our unicorn. So now I've got my two pieces. The beautiful colors, start swirling it in, making that little twist. So technical. At this point, you don't want to squish too hard because you don't want to make it a problem. And I'm going to go with this end as my tip and just keep swirling until you get kind of the textures that you want, just like that. And then now I can decide kind of about how long. Let me try here first. And you're going to want to kind of give it a little bit of a base, something for it to glue to. So I'm going to create a big base. We're going to end up covering all of that in with flowers, so we're not worried about it having a little bit of a funny looking base. But it's going to give it a little bit more of a grab. See, that is still just a little bit too long. You got to kind of use a little bit of just, you know, perspective of what you think. Use a good taste. You don't want to make it too terribly. I have a much smaller ornament than some others do, but I love the fact that you can do this with the small ones as well. So there we go. I think that's about the right height. Perfect. Oh, so adorable. I love those colors together. So this is an air dry clay. It's going to take a couple days to get completely hardened. But in the meantime, I can go ahead and get it on here and it can dry on my ornament right here. And I'm going to let them sit in this little container while it is drying. Now, the glue I just used is another glue from Super Tight, and this is an all-purpose universal glue. Again, great stuff, no odor, it's great. Okay, so that's just going to set and dry. So adorable. Take a little bit of blue, a little bit of green, a little bit of blue, and I'm going to start trying to make a turquoise. Blending the colors. I don't need a ton, because if you noticed, I did not use a ton to finish off my little horn on this guy. So I'm just going to keep blending the colors. That's the great thing about clay, is you can blend it to make whatever color you want and see if I can get a good match. And then I will do a light and a dark by adding white to the other version. So I'll split it in half and do that. So I'm just going to start blending and you'll see what I come up with. All right, so here are my two beautiful colors and they match so well with my ornament. I don't want it to be too completely different. Roll them out, and I got a ton extra. So I'm going to save all this in a little baggie for my kids to play with today. And look how adorable. It's the beginning of our little narwhal. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the ears and decorate up our kitty cat while the other two pieces dry. Mine as well work in stages. Triangle ears, that's what we're going to go with. So cut two triangles at the same time, so they're about the same. Kind of take them off, clean them up a little bit. All right, so now we need the little centers to our kitty cat ears. So we're going to cut two more triangles, and this time they're going to be a little bit smaller. I just cut them down to be smaller triangles. They were just a little bit too big. So same principle, just made them smaller. It's not that much felt, so it didn't take that long to kind of fix. Come in, kind of open it up, get a little bit of glue on the edge here. We're going to end up covering up a lot of what we're going to be seeing with some pretty flowers. And then just kind of stick the ears on, just like that. Adorable. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Adorable. Starting to look like a little kitty cat. All right, I want a little base to work on my ornament that I'm working on at that moment. So I just cut a styrofoam cup and I cut it in half. And then all I'm doing is I'm kind of resting it in there. And that way I can work on the one that I want to have in front of me right here. All right, so I pulled a whole bunch of really pretty flowers. I have also picked up these jewels and gems from, and so now I have all these really pretty little flowers. I have some little rosettes. I've got some jewels. I've got flat flowers. I've got little felty flowers, and I can sit here and play. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the center with the bigger flat flowers to kind of cover up, also kind of cover up the gem that's right there. Just giving it some place to kind of grow, basically creating a crown of flowers around this sweet little ornament. So come around adding flowers, kind of having it pop into the ear. I don't want to cover up the ear too much, but a little bit. So one, and these are all identical, the ones I'm putting on right now. So it's just a nice, beautiful, it's a great way to use up some of those flowers that you might have still in your stash. So look how adorable that is. I have three little flowers that are identical. They're really perfect for this. Come in, add one here, a little center right there. There we go. Add another one here. There's no wrong way to do this. Add some prettiness into your little ornaments. So easy. There we go. So cute. I love that. Coming in with these little flowers here. And they have, I'm going to get rid of the green. I don't want the green on there. There we go. I got to add some more glue. How sweet it looks so far. I love it. Now to draw in the face. So right here I have any kind of marker that is an alcohol-based marker. This is a style file, but there's Copics. There's so many different kinds. Grab one of those and then you're going to make a kitty cat face. As simple as that. And there you go. Look how adorable. Give this a couple seconds to kind of dry in and then it will be set and good to go. So that is our kitty cat. All right, so just like we did before, I went ahead and cut off these little ones. Now these ones I didn't make exactly look like triangles. They're kind of rounded and coming to a point more like little pony ears. So we're gonna do the same thing and go ahead and glue these guys down, glue them together, and then glue them down onto the ornament. When you add your ears on with your unicorn horn, you wanna kind of line them all up so that way they're in a line. It gives you a better chance to make it look like it's the right dimensions and stuff. All right, now it's time to kind of play again. I have found that the little gems, the little flowers that are not so movable work a little bit better, but we're going to try and fit one of these beautiful shiny gems in because I just love them so much. So we're going to do something a little different. There's a little bit of glue left on from the ears already, so I can kind of use that glue to my benefit. Right. I'm just going to keep on layering and adding these little pretty flowers center them up. I love those shiny gems. I think it just looks so cute on our unicorn. Last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take that same pen again with that brush tip, and we are gonna add in our little eyes. It's just a half moon facing down. Make sure they're in line. All right, so if you were silly like me and drew your eyes on a little off-centered from the rest of your crown and stuff, guess what? Rubbing alcohol on a paper towel removes it. Amazing, it's like magic. So make sure you fully dry off the area that you want to redraw on, and then you can if you mess up on the eyes, all the other hard work that you have done in terms of making your ornament is not for lost. So just make sure it's nice and dry so it doesn't smear. It looks like it's nice and dry and we are good. I think I'm going to do the eyes downward this time. There we go, our cute little purple unicorn. I love it. And now for our cutie patootie little narwhal. Okay, first what I have here is I've cut out 2 little pieces of felt that are going to be the flippers. I'm not going to worry about the tail because I haven't done tails or anything like that for any of the other animals. So we are just going to, you know, I guess the unicorn is considered an animal. It's not really alive, but a narwhal is. You know what's hilarious is I actually ran into somebody who did not believe that a narwhal was a real creature. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. All right, so stick your little hands on here, little paws. Well, sorry, paws. Fins, they're fins, people, right? They're fins. I'm kind of aiming them a little bit more towards the back side to make them look like fins. They're going to kind of flare out over time, kind of give them a little bit of some flair. And then now we're going to decorate up top just like we did before. Give our little horn some love. Go ahead and add my glitter, or sorry, little flower here in the center. This is going to be a girl narwhal. Add this one. I didn't have exactly the same color for flowers, but that's okay. It's going to work. We're going to have a little kind of a ring around the horn. Oh, and I love that light pop of a color right there. So we're going to add that. So we're going to add, and you can't really see the green, so I'm not going to worry about trying to remove it. I'm going to add a little bit right there. Going back to the same pen again. 2 cute little eyes right here. Give her some little eyelashes. All right, then between the eyes, make sure I get it centered. And then just a little cutie patootie smile. All right, these guys are almost dry, but I don't want to take them out until I know they're fully dry, so I'm probably going to just leave them alone overnight. That way the horns can get nice and solid and everything sticks down. So thanks so much for stopping by. Again, links and supplies are down below. Don't forget to check those out. Please subscribe and hit that bell button. That would be absolutely amazing, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye-bye. Actually, whoa! Glitter explosion! I just glitter everywhere. Oh my gosh. Yeah, oh man. I didn't just do that. I totally did. I totally just glitter bombed myself. Look at that. Ah! I think this is why my husband doesn't like the glitter, because now he's like, you're never going to get all that up. You're going to have glitter everywhere forever. I'm like, no, I won't.